he's confident against me. So I think we're going to see a good fight, but ultimately I'm going to knock him out.
I think Ryan.
Why?
Yeah, he's just fast and has a tremendous left hook. So I think it's a competitive fight, and I think Rolly is game enough to put up a good fight and go till the end. But I think eventually Ryan lands that left hook and try to hurt him.
Ryan Garcia is finally here. Does it feel surreal?
It ain't real until it's in the ring. Who knows? He might have an anxiety attack. We don't know.
One fight that has captured significant attention is the upcoming showdown between Ryan Garcia and Rolando "ROLLY" Romero. Adding to the anticipation, Garcia recently issued a fierce warning to Romero, intensifying the build-up to their highly awaited clash. Meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez weighed in on the upcoming showdown between Ryan Garcia and Rolando "ROLLY" Romero, expressing his excitement for the matchup. He believes it is a great fight with an interesting storyline, particularly for Romero. Lopez also confirmed that the bout will take place at 147 pounds.
However, I think that it's a great matchup. I think it's a good storyline for Rolly as well. And I think they're going to fight at 47.
Following Lopez's take on the fight, Gervonta "Tank" Davis shared his thoughts on the upcoming showdown between "ROLLY" Romero and Ryan Garcia, stopping short of calling an upset victory for Romero crazy. He remained non-committal on the outcome, but still expressed his hope that Romero can pull it off. Regardless of the result, Tank believes the fight will be an exciting clash between the two.
Can Rolly pull off the upset against Ryan?
Can Rolly pull off the upset?
Yeah, do you think
I don't want to say that's crazy, but yeah, hopefully for the sake of Rolly, he pull it off. But it's gonna be a good fight.
Building on his assessment of the matchup, Davis predicted an explosive outcome. He believes the fight would not go the distance, stating that with both fighters' power and aggressive styles, someone is bound to get knocked out.
No? You think? Huh?
Someone's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody get knocked out.
Drawing from his first-hand experience with both Ryan Garcia and "ROLLY" Romero, Davis offered an honest assessment of the matchup. He acknowledged that many have started to overlook Romero, particularly due to concerns about his chin, which has led to him getting caught in previous fights. However, Davis warned against underestimating Rolly's power, admitting that when he took shots from Romero, it felt as if he was getting hit with a brick.
I ain't gonna lie, Rolly hit hard. Yeah. People be sleeping on Rolly because he been obviously, I don't know how to say it, obviously, but yeah, if he don't got no chin down, so Rolly be getting caught, but Rolly, he can hit, bro. Like, he can hit. When he's the only person I felt like when he swung, it felt like bricks was in blood.
However, Robert Garcia weighed in on his prediction, favoring Ryan for his remarkable speed and the power of his left hook. He acknowledged that while "ROLLY" Romero is certainly game enough to put up a good fight and go the distance, he believes that ultimately, Ryan's devastating left hook will connect and hurt Romero significantly.
I think Ryan.
Why?
Yeah, he's just fast and has a tremendous left hook. So I think it's a competitive fight, and I think Rolly is game enough to put up a good fight and go till the end. But I think eventually Ryan lands that left hook and try to hurt him.
Moving on, as the fight draws closer, Ryan Garcia has officially returned to the gym as he begins preparations for his showdown with Romero, training once again under the guidance of renowned coach Eddie Reynoso. Garcia expressed that he feels good and comfortable being back in a familiar environment, signaling a focused mindset ahead of his upcoming bout. With his speed and power, coupled with Reynoso's tactical expertise, Garcia looks to sharpen his skills as he gears up for one of the most intriguing matchups in the division.
I feel good, yeah. It's a familiar place for me.
Saw you looking sharp right there, shadow boxing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
As Garcia intensified his training under Reynoso, boxing trainer Greg Hackett shared his thoughts on the upcoming clash between Ryan Garcia and "ROLLY" Romero, emphasizing that the fight could come down to who lands first and more. Hackett noted that both fighters bring an entertaining style to the ring, possessing power, strength, and an unpredictable, wild approach. With each man capable of delivering fight-changing shots, he believes the matchup is set to deliver fireworks, making it a must-watch for fans.
Whoever lands is one of them fights. They both entertaining when it come to action. They both can punch, both strong, both wild.
However, highlighting the excitement surrounding the fight and making a defining prediction, Greg Hackett gave the edge to Ryan Garcia, stating that he appears to be a bit sharper than Rolando Romero. Despite that, he pointed out that both fighters have a tendency to reach a point in their fights where they start throwing wild, chaotic punches. Because of this, Hackett believes this matchup has all the ingredients to be one of the most entertaining fights fans have seen in a long time, promising explosive action from start to finish.
You know what I mean? Ryan a little sharper than Rolly, but when I say wild, I'm talking about they get to that point where they just throwing crazy. This is gonna be one of the most entertaining fights we've seen in a long time. Real rap.
Amid all these opinions circulating social media, Ryan Garcia has further fueled the anticipation for the fight and sent a heated message to Rolly Romero on X, making it clear that he is not taking his opponent lightly ahead of their anticipated showdown. In a fiery tweet, Garcia warned Romero that he's entering the fight with real anger and intends to take it out on him in the ring. While acknowledging Romero's knack for trash talk, Garcia cautioned him not to cross the line during their press conference, vowing to physically retaliate if he does. Ryan posted on X, "Rollies, I am let you know through this tweet, and I hope you understand this truly. I'm not taking you lightly at all. I'm coming with some real fucking anger, and I'm sorry it has to be you. You can say all the funny shit you were gonna say Tuesday, but if you cross the line, I am slap the out of you. I promise you. You are here to be funny, that's it. Funny is what got you here, so don't change course. Grandpa had your fighting for your life, and Pitbull had you looking for Easter eggs in the ring, and I'm have you lay your gloves down in the ring like MMA fighters retiring." Doubling down on his criticism of Romero, Garcia also took jabs at Romero's past performances, referencing his struggles against aging veterans Ismael Barroso and Isaac Pitbull Cruz, whom he mocked for making Rolly look for Easter eggs in the ring. Closing his statement, Garcia predicted he would end Romero's run in the sport, suggesting that after their fight, Rolly would be forced to lay down his gloves like a retiring MMA fighter. With tensions already boiling, their upcoming face-off is expected to be just as explosive as the fight itself. With tensions already boiling between the two, Rolando Romero sees this fight as years in the making. Reflecting on the matchup, Romero stated that this showdown has been 8 years in the making and is set to be an exciting clash. He hopes the build-up will be just as intense as fans expect, adding even more anticipation to an already heated rivalry.
New York City.
8 years in the making. Just a really exciting one. I hope this lead-up's going to be as fun as what everyone thinks it's going to be.
Adding to the uncertainty surrounding the fight, Romero downplayed the fight's certainty, stating that the matchup is not real until both fighters step inside the ring. "It ain't real yet," Romero said, taking a jab at Ryan Garcia by suggesting that anything could happen leading up to the bout, including Garcia potentially backing out. He even mocked Garcia's past struggles, hinting that an anxiety attack could derail the fight. According to Romero, this unpredictability only adds to the intrigue, making the build-up as compelling as the fight itself.
It ain't real until it's in the ring.
Yeah.
It ain't real yet. Who knows? He might have an anxiety attack. We don't know. And that's what makes this so interesting. You know, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Weighing in on the growing animosity between the two, Greg Hackett chimed in and stated that both fighters despise each other and that this rivalry between them two will most surely put on quite a show. Hackett stated both fighters are going to get the fight on in the ring. He emphasized that while the fight will have its share of humorous moments due to both fighters' personalities and unorthodox styles, it will ultimately be an action-packed and entertaining spectacle for the fans.
It's going to down. Rolly don't like Ryan. Ryan don't Rolly. They're gonna really go at it. It's a good joint. Yeah, it's a good joint. What's up, gang? It's a good joint.
I fucks with Rolly.
They're gonna get it in. You know what I mean, it's gonna be a funny fight, but it's gonna be entertaining.
However, Greg Hackett offered some key advice for Rolando Romero ahead of his showdown with Ryan Garcia, emphasizing the importance of defense. Hackett believes Rolly can hold his own in the ring if he focuses on keeping his hands up and avoiding unnecessary risks. He cautioned Romero against overcomplicating things with technical adjustments. Hackett stressed that after landing successful shots, Rolly must immediately bring his hands back up and ensure his chin stays out of the air, warning him not to recklessly jump into exchanges. If Romero follows this approach, Hackett believes he'll give himself a better chance to compete against Garcia's speed and power.
Keep his hands up. Just keep his hands up. He don't got to go into too much technical shit. Just keep your hands up. Whenever you bomb a shot, get your hands right back up. and try to keep your chin out of the air. Try to stop. Don't try not to jump. You know what I mean with your shots. Just turn that shit over. Rolly will be all right. Turn it over. Ryan develop a jab. Stay fast. Shit, he can still. You know what I mean, but if Rolly just keep his feet planted, try not to jump with his shots. I mean, he can step with his shot, but don't leap in the air with your chin in the air and get caught with that hook, get caught with an uppercut or something.
Moreover, Hackett warned that Ryan Garcia's opponents, including Rolando Romero, need to be cautious of his signature left hook, which has been a devastating weapon throughout his career. However, Hackett believes Garcia will look to expand his arsenal in this fight, stating that critics constantly downplay his skill set by claiming that's all he's got. Because of that, Hackett expects Garcia to showcase new weapons and diversify his attack to prove he is more than just his famous hook. Regardless of the adjustments, Hackett remains confident that this will be an exciting and explosive fight.
And that's the thing motherfuckers better look out for. Ryan been devastating with that hook, but look for him to come out with some other shit too. He gonna start working with some other shit. Because everybody keeps saying, yo, yeah, that's all he got, that's all he got. So he gonna start showing other shit. But that's gonna be a great fight. It is. As far as a matchup, that's a great matchup. That's great matchmaking right there.
In addition, promoter Eddie Hearn shared his thoughts on the Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero matchup, acknowledging that while there are tougher fights out there for Garcia, Romero brings more than just in-ring ability. He brings entertainment value. Hearn noted that Rolly is a character who knows how to fight, but more importantly, he knows how to draw attention. From a promotional standpoint, Hearn believes that if Garcia wants to maximize viewership and engagement, Romero is the perfect opponent to generate buzz and bring in the eyeballs.
And I said, Rolly's a great character. You know, there are tougher fights for Ryan, but Rolly is a character. He can fight. Do you know what I mean? But he's also entertaining. Certainly. And if you want eyeballs, you want pay-per-view, I think Rolly is a good option.
Known for his brash personality and unfiltered takes, Romero expressed a level of respect for Ryan Garcia, acknowledging that Garcia has made a significant impact on the sport. However, in true Rolly fashion, he added a humorous twist, stating that Garcia beat Devin Haney, which in his eyes was a great moment for boxing.
I respect him. He did something good for the sport of boxing. He beat the shit out of Devin, and that was good for the sport of boxing.
While Romero acknowledged Garcia's impact on the sport in his own unique way, boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult shared his thoughts on the Ryan Garcia vs. Rolando Romero matchup, revealing the results of a poll he conducted among fans. According to Showbiz, an overwhelming 95% of respondents predicted that Garcia would knock out Romero, a lopsided expectation that he believes is not ideal for a competitive fight.
I put up a poll, is Ryan gonna KO Rolly or is Rolly gonna KO Ryan? It was like 95% Ryan gonna KO Rolly. That means it's not a good fight.
Expanding on the implications of the poll results, Showbiz argued that the best matchups are those where fans are divided on the outcome, creating genuine intrigue and unpredictability. He suggested that a fight where the vast majority anticipate the same result lacks the excitement of a truly competitive showdown. While Garcia is the heavy favorite in the eyes of the public, it remains to be seen whether Romero can defy expectations and prove the doubters wrong.
That's not good. When 95% says Ryan gonna knock out something, then that's not good. You want fights where it's like, I don't know. When I put up the poll, Virgil Ortiz beats Madrimov beats Ortiz, it's like 50-50. Now we're talking. It's a good fight.
Echoing the widespread belief in Garcia's favor, boxing star Teofimo Lopez has forecast a win for Ryan Garcia over Rolando Romero, emphasizing that Garcia has not stepped into the ring like this in a long time after his previous stoppage. Lopez even hinted at the possibility of Garcia switching trainers in preparation for the bout, but he remains confident that regardless of these factors, the fight is set to be an electrifying showdown.
I got Ryan Garcia.
Why?
Yeah, I just think that from that fight and since then, he hasn't been fighting for that long of a period, and then being stopped the way he was. I think he might be changing trainers, or he might still be with Salas, but even then, but I think it's gonna be a great matchup.
However, Lopez also issued a word of caution, alerting that Ryan Garcia must be wary of Rolly Romero's punching power. He emphasized that despite any underestimation, Romero still packs a significant punch and could catch Garcia with a fight-altering shot if he is not careful.
I think Ryan needs to be careful with Rolly's punching power, because Rolly still got power, man, and definitely could could do something to Ryan with those shots.
Sharing a similar confidence in Garcia's ability to prevail, boxing trainer Jamie Robinson shared his prediction for the highly anticipated clash between Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero, stating that he expects Garcia to secure a knockout victory after the 7th round. Robinson believes Garcia's speed and power will eventually break Romero down as the fight progresses, leading to a stoppage in the later rounds.
Behind me, Ryan Garcia by KO after 7.
Contrasting this prediction, boxing trainer Coach Bullet has thrown his support behind Rolando Romero, stating that Romero is in excellent shape and once again in dog mode. Bullet emphasized that Rolly knows how to outwork his opponents, adding that if he maintains his fitness, he can stop anyone in the division.
Who you got?
You know I got Rolly. Rolly in shape. Rolly in dog mode again. We're already in his head for years back, so Rolly knows how to beat him. And like I say, if he goes in shape and bring back the Johnny Taco, the motherfucking centering boxing Rolly, that dog Rolly can stop anybody.
In contrast to Bullet, legendary boxing cutman Vic Cutman offered his insights on Romero's evolving fighting style. According to Cutman, ever since Romero began working with Bullet, his natural instincts as a power puncher had been sidelined in favor of a more conventional boxing approach. Cutman remarked that Rolly was not a boxer, suggesting that this shift has diminished his raw punching power and self-belief. He went on to explain that this change is a key reason why he places his confidence in Ryan Garcia, even as he maintains a genuine fondness for Rolly.
So, Rolly, when he was with Bullet, had a certain fighting style. They tried to change that fighting style and turn him into a boxer. He's not a boxer. They took away a power puncher's power and his belief in himself. And that's why I believe that Ryan Garcia all day long. And I like Rolly.
As the countdown to fight night begins, the build-up to the Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero showdown is hotter than ever, and with a mix of technical insights and fiery trash talk, this fight is set to be a roller coaster of action that defies simple predictions. We want to hear from you. Who do you think will come out on top? Are you rooting for Rolly or Garcia? If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, share it with a fellow fan, and subscribe to Boxism. Not forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss a beat.